everyone. My name is Stephen Kerr, this is Suzanne Delaney. We have an online platform called the Irish Enquiry. Some of you will have seen we put out a video last week showing us being illegally kicked out of Croke Park. Why? Because we're not Muslim. There seems to be an issue with Christian Irish people there. What you didn't see on that video, however, is that at the same time that we were getting kicked out, Mr. Umar Al-Qadri was standing on stage speaking about Ireland being the land of Céad Míle Fáilte, a land with 100,000 welcomes. You couldn't make it up. In case you didn't hear me there, what I said is, while we were getting kicked out of Croke Park, Dr. Umar Al-Qadri was standing on stage speaking about Ireland being the land of Céad Míle Fáilte. Couldn't make it up, could you? He spoke of how welcoming Ireland has been, while at the same time ejecting us from the sacred ground where Christians were massacred in the past. That video went viral. It got about 1 million views in less than 24 hours. But ever since then, social media platforms, at the behest of Commission the Man, no doubt, have clamped down on the Irish Enquiry, rendering us all but invisible and silent. But they can't silence us from this stage, can they? So, we're here today to say to you that we stand with you, and we always stand with you. And we say to you to fly your flag, and we say to reject the dehumanising of Irish people being called mongrels, while everyone coming into this country is being referred to as being more Irish than us. We are the native Irish people. This is our ancient motherland, and we will never stop fighting for our freedom. Please, I'm going to pass you over to Suzanne Delaney now.
I don't know, can everybody hear me? It might be a bit high, I'm not that tall.
On the high heels.
Maybe just a bit too low. Thanks everybody for giving me the time to speak to you here today. I really appreciate that. I don't know if you all heard that this week, in a very dystopian move, this government decided that they automatically own everybody's organs. But I don't think they got the memo, because judging by the crowd here today, our hearts belong to Ireland. Tá éire agus Isa Imacree. And to those who call us mongrels, I'd like to extend an expression that we used to say when I grew up in Cordo from Blanchardstown. Come over here and say that! I just want to say I used to, walk along the Liffey with my mother when I was a child. And I used to be able to come into this city as a child by myself. And now I don't come in here, not alone and not with my child. And one thing many of you will remember about the Liffey back then is that it stank. And it doesn't stink anymore, but there's something that does stink, and they're sitting up there in Dáil Éireann. Now, I won't keep you much longer, but I wrote something a couple of years ago, and some of you may have heard it before, but for those of you who haven't, I feel like it's very, very relevant for today. This is called Open Borders. Sorry. These traitors don't care for the security of our nation, for background checks or the Dublin regulation. They don't care for documents that would have revealed a place or a past now forever concealed. Nor do they care from where they came, who they are, or what's their name. Cultural differences are to be embraced, as are those who can't be traced. They don't care for statistical fact. There's criminals amongst them, to be exact. And there's those who will be keen to escape a criminal record for murder or rape. There's none in Foxrock, Killiney or D4. but they'll insist your community needs more. Child traffickers arrive too when it's all unvetted, a crime in which they're aided and abetted by those who label you racist and far right. With no real argument, it's all they recite. And Tulsa, yeah, exactly. They care not that migration is an industry for greed and that it's never really about people in need. And even if it was about helping another, we can't help anyone if we're to smother. They don't care that in Africa there's 1.4 billion and that we're a nation of only 5 million. They don't care that in Asia there's nearly 5 billion more, but never mind that, just open the door. Safe Europeans too we must take, accepting everyone is duty, not mistake. Most of Ukraine is not under attack, but if you utter this truth, expect nothing but flack. We must do our duty, we will be told, and so-called climate change will make that duty tenfold. They'll mock you for exclaiming you're being replaced, or for noticing Irish culture is being erased. Gaslighting and insults is all they spout. Be ashamed of your bigotry, you fascists, they shout. Race baiting justifies their existence, and this is why they have such insistence. That hate lies at the heart of our beautiful land. And free speech and protest, they too must be banned. They don't care that you worry for your child, mother, sister or wife, and they won't care if they're raped or someone robs them of their life. They will endlessly ignore Sweden, a cautionary tale, crying diversity is our strength, open borders can't fail. But they're the fascists, truth be told, silencing others as the lie is sold. But their efforts are floundering more each day, and we, the people, will not go away. Our ancestors' blood yielded this little nation, and we will never surrender to this plantation.